My fiancé announced on Instagram. Guess who proposed again? This time with a ring I actually like. I wasn't even in the photo. I simply commented, "Beautiful ring." Wrong guy. Then I forwarded the post to her entire family group chat. What her father said when he called me turned her whole world upside down. I'm Connor, 29, and I learned that some people are so focused on the performance of their life that they forget they're actually living it. This is about the moment my fiancé's social media addiction collided with reality in the most spectacular way possible. I'd been with Natalie for 4 years. Met her through mutual friends at a rooftop party, started dating seriously after a few months, moved in together after 2 years. She was energetic, social, always the center of attention at gatherings. I'm more reserved, analytical, the kind of guy who observes before participating. We balanced each other out, or so I thought. I proposed to Natalie 8 months ago. Took her to the same restaurant where we had our first date, got down on one knee, presented a ring I'd spent 3 months researching and saving for. It was a solitaire diamond, classic and elegant, exactly the style she'd mentioned liking when we'd walked past jewelry stores. She said yes. We took photos. She posted them everywhere. But over the next few weeks, I noticed something. She never wore the ring. She'd put it on for photos, then take it off. When I asked about it, she'd say it didn't fit right, or she was worried about damaging it at work, or she was getting it resized. Always an excuse. Then the comments started. Small digs that felt like jokes at first. I guess not everyone has an eye for jewelry. Some men just don't understand what women actually want. She'd laugh after saying them, like that made them less hurtful. 2 months after the proposal, we were at a friend's engagement party. The newly engaged woman was showing off her ring, this massive emerald-cut diamond with a halo setting. Natalie spent 20 minutes examining it, taking photos, gushing about how perfect it was. On the drive home, she was quiet. Then she said, "You know, if you'd asked what I wanted before proposing, things might have been different. You said you liked classic solitaires. I remember specifically. I said they were nice. That's not the same as wanting one. So you don't like your ring." She sighed dramatically. "It's fine, Connor. It's just not what I would have chosen for myself." "Then why did you say yes?" "Because I love you." But love and liking the ring are two different things. I dropped it. But something shifted in me that night. I started noticing other things. How she'd angle her hand away from her friends when they asked to see her ring. How she'd change the subject quickly. How she'd spend hours looking at engagement ring photos on Instagram, liking and commenting on ones that looked nothing like hers. 3 months ago, Natalie started mentioning a coworker named Brett. At first it was work stuff. Brett suggested this marketing strategy. Brett brought bagels for the team. Then it became more frequent. "Brett's so funny. Brett gets my sense of humor. Brett's taking me to lunch to discuss the Henderson account." I'm not an idiot. I've seen this pattern before. But I also didn't want to be the jealous boyfriend who accuses his fiancée of cheating based on lunch meetings and inside jokes. So I watched and waited. Last Friday changed everything. I was working from home, in the middle of a video call, when my phone started blowing up with notifications. Instagram, Facebook, text messages from friends. All saying some variation of "Dude, did you see Natalie's post?" I excused myself from the call and checked Instagram. There it was. Natalie's latest post, uploaded 20 minutes earlier. The photo showed her left hand, displaying a massive oval diamond ring with a platinum band. Not her engagement ring. A completely different ring. The caption read, "Guess who proposed again? This time with a ring I actually like, gemstone sparkles when you know, you know." Hashtag engaged, hashtag second times, the charm, hashtag perfect ring, hashtag he said yes. I stared at the screen. Read the caption 3 times. Looked at the photo again. Her hand, someone else's ring, no sign of me anywhere in the post. The comments were already rolling in. Friends congratulating her. People asking who the lucky guy was. A few confused comments from people who remembered our engagement asking what was happening. My hands were shaking. I scrolled through her recent posts. Nothing about me in weeks. Our engagement announcement from 8 months ago was still there, but she'd edited the caption to remove my name and just left the photo with "engaged" as the only text. I sat there for maybe 10 minutes, just processing. Then I did something I'm still not sure was brilliant or insane. I commented on her post, "Beautiful ring." Wrong guy. Then I screenshot the entire post, including her caption, and forwarded it to her family group chat. The one with her parents, her 2 sisters, her grandmother, her aunts and uncles. All of them. With the screenshot, I wrote, "Can someone explain this to me? Because Natalie seems to have gotten engaged to someone else while still engaged to me. I'm confused." Then I put my phone on silent and went back to my video call. Update 1. I finished my meeting around 2 p.m. When I checked my phone, I had 67 notifications. Natalie had called 15 times. Her mother had called 6 times. Her father had called 3 times. My phone was full of texts ranging from concerned to confused to angry. Natalie's messages escalated from defensive to panicked. "Why would you comment that? You're embarrassing me. It was a joke. Why did you send that to my family? Call me now? You're ruining everything." I didn't respond. Instead, I started looking through her Instagram more carefully. I went back through her tagged photos, the ones other people had posted of her. There were several recent ones from work events. In multiple photos, she was wearing the new ring. Not my ring. The new one. The photos were from 3 weeks ago. She'd been wearing someone else's engagement ring for 3 weeks. I was still sitting there, piecing this together, when my phone rang. Natalie's father, Robert. I answered. "Connor, I need you to tell me what's going on." Straight answer. "I proposed to Natalie 8 months ago." She said yes. But apparently, she's been unhappy with the ring I gave her. And now she's posted a photo with a completely different ring, announcing she's engaged again, and I have no idea what's happening. The post says, "Proposed again. Did you propose twice?" "No, sir. Once. 8 months ago. That's the only time." Robert was quiet for a moment. "So someone else proposed to her?" "That would be my assumption. While she was engaged to you?" "Yes, sir." Another long silence. "Where is she right now?" "I have no idea. She's not home. The post was made while she was at work." "I'm calling her right now. Stay by your phone." He hung up. 20 minutes later, my phone rang again. "Robert. Connor. I'm going to tell you something, and I need you to stay calm." "Okay." I called Natalie. She's been avoiding my calls, but her mother got through to her sister, who apparently knows everything. Natalie has been seeing someone from her work. A man named Brett. He proposed to her 2 weeks ago. She said yes. To him. While still engaged to you. I felt something cold settle in my stomach. She's engaged to both of us. Apparently, she was trying to figure out how to handle the situation. Her plan was to break up with you gradually over the next few months, and then announce her relationship with Brett after enough time had passed that people wouldn't connect the dots. But she posted the ring on Instagram. Yes. Which, according to her sister, was a mistake. She meant to post it to her close friend's story, but accidentally made it public. I almost laughed. The arrogance of it. The sheer audacity of planning to monkey branch from one engagement to another and thinking she could manage the optics. "Connor, I'm going to ask you something directly. Do you want to stay engaged to my daughter?" "No, sir. I don't." "Good. Because if you'd said yes, I'd have questioned your judgment. She's humiliated you, humiliated our family, and honestly, she's humiliated herself. Her mother is devastated. Her grandmother is threatening to disown her. This is unacceptable behavior. I appreciate you telling me. You're a good man, Connor. You deserved better than this. I'm sorry my daughter didn't see that." After we hung up, I sat there for a long time. Then I started packing. Update 2. Natalie came home around 6 p.m. I heard her car in the driveway, heard her key in the door, heard her calling my name. "Connor? Connor, where are you?" I was in the bedroom, suitcase open on the bed, methodically folding my clothes. She appeared in the doorway. "What are you doing?" "Leaving." "You can't just leave. We need to talk about this." "There's nothing to talk about. You got engaged to someone else while engaged to me. You were planning to quietly dump me and transition to your new relationship. The only reason I know about it is because you accidentally posted publicly instead of to close friends. There's no conversation to have. It's not that simple. It's exactly that simple. You chose Brett. So go be with Brett. I haven't chosen anyone. I'm confused. I care about both of you." I stopped packing and looked at her. Really looked at her. "You can't be engaged to 2 people, Natalie. That's not how this works." "I know that. I was going to figure it out. I just needed time." "Time to what?" "String us both along. Test drive your options." "It's not like that." "Then what's it like?" "Explain it to me." "Because from where I'm standing, you accepted a proposal from me, hated the ring, met someone at work who presumably has more money or better taste, accepted his proposal too, and we're going to quietly edge me out of the picture while keeping your social media aesthetic intact." She started crying. "You're being cruel." I'm being accurate. There's a difference. My family won't stop calling me. Everyone's asking questions. My mom is hysterical. My dad is disappointed in me. All because of your comment. My comment? I stated a fact. Beautiful ring, wrong guy. That's true, isn't it? It's a beautiful ring. And it's from the wrong guy. Because you're engaged to me. Was engaged to you. The words hung in the air. Was. She wiped her eyes. I can't do this anymore. This isn't working. We're not right for each other. Because of the ring? Because of everything. You don't understand me. You don't get what I need. Brett understands me. Brett understands your need for expensive jewelry and Instagram validation. That's not the same as understanding you as a person. You're just bitter because I chose someone else. You didn't choose someone else. You tried to have both of us. There's a difference. I zipped my suitcase. But you're right. We're not right for each other. I need someone honest. You need someone who doesn't mind being lied to. Where are you going? Somewhere you're not. I picked up my bags and walked past her. She didn't try to stop me. Final update. It's been 3 months. The fallout was spectacular. Natalie's Instagram post got screenshot and shared all over our social circle before she could delete it. The damage was done. People talked. Word spread. Brett found out about me through mutual friends who saw the post. Turns out he had no idea I existed. Brett broke off their engagement immediately. According to mutual friends, he felt betrayed that Natalie had been engaged to someone else the whole time they were dating. The irony of him being upset about deception was not lost on anyone. Natalie tried damage control, posted a vague apology about making mistakes and learning and growing. Tried to reach out to me through friends asking if we could talk things through. I declined every time. Her family sided with me. Robert sent me a text 2 weeks after everything exploded. You handled this with more class than she deserved. Wishing you all the best. Her mother sent flowers with an apology card. Her grandmother apparently removed Natalie from her, well, temporarily as punishment. The original engagement ring I gave her, she mailed it back to me with no note. I sold it and donated the money to a domestic violence shelter. Felt appropriate. As for me, I'm doing okay. Better than okay, actually. I moved into a new place, focused on work, spent time with friends who actually give a damn about me. Started therapy to process the betrayal and rebuild my sense of trust. I'm not dating yet. Not ready. But I'm not bitter either. I'm just more careful now about who I invest in. The funny thing is, Natalie's post is still screenshot and saved in my phone. Not because I'm holding on to anger, but because it's a perfect reminder. This time with a ring I actually like. She was so focused on the symbol, on how things looked, on getting the aesthetic right for social media, that she completely lost sight of what an engagement actually means. She wanted a perfect ring. I wanted a genuine partnership. We were never going to work. Last I heard, she's single, less active on social media, and working on finding herself. Good for her. I hope she does find herself. And I hope the next guy she finds appreciates being more than a prop in her Instagram story. Edit. Several people have asked what happened to Brett. From what I understand, he's now very cautious about who he dates and does extensive background checks before getting serious with anyone. Can't say I blame him. Edit 2. Yes, the family group chat thing was petty, but it was also effective. Sometimes you need witnesses to the truth, especially when someone's trying to rewrite history in real time. Her family deserved to know what was happening before she could spin it.